Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. While I think the word loser is a reductive way of looking at the world between winners and losers, it looks like the first losers from AI are here, potentially. And one such group is us, the writers. Yes. Is freelance writing dying, or is it simply changing shape? Stick around to find out. While I can't provide you a definitive answer to that, I'm not optimistic in the long term. However, in the short term, I am optimistic, and I'm going to show you some tools with AI that will boost your productivity with writing. My sense is, having listened to people like Geoffrey Hinton, who have worked with AI for a really long time, that our days of gainful employment and even existentially as a species are numbered. And I don't just mean the species of writer. But as many people have noted, the AI as it currently stands, that's ChatGPT 4 for most of us at the time of recording, is at its best when there is a large body of writing that currently exists on the topic and it's less good on other things. Even then, when there is a lot of material that has been written, the originality and sophistication of its expression can be a bit wobbly. However, the video and multimodal models mean that it's getting better and better with real world problems, real world things. So maybe we should be getting a bit worried. Yeah, it seems safe to say that people that can actually put out interesting, entertaining, funny, authoritative content writing are not going to be out of the job just yet. So with that in mind, what's your passion? Does it happen to coincide with an industry that actually makes a bit of revenue? And not even passion, maybe something that you can tolerate and that you're interested and curious. I should add that I'm not a complete pessimist. I don't think we're heading for an AI apocalypse. Potentially there is cooperation and guardrails, but that's beyond my pay scale, so I don't know. More to the point, will writing departments be scaled back? Well, if companies can do it, they will, and so there will be more competition for writing jobs. You bet. We exist in a system where the benefits of AI won't be spread evenly. Just a few days ago, the telecommunication company BT, which currently employs 130,000 people, announced that it will cut 55,000 jobs, with up to a fifth being replaced by AI. There's still some time to make some money with tools that use AI, and your own wits as well, in this year that we call 2023. It's all about adapting to the here and now. At least that's what I tell myself. With that in mind, here are 4 writing apps that I've found that use ChatGPT as plugins to boost your productivity when writing. So number 1 is SEO.app. This promises to be something like a personal SEO assistant for content marketing. It's currently in waitlist only. It definitely seems like one to come back to. Number 2 is WordPilot. This promises to be something like a co-pilot or assistant for web experiences or when browsing PDFs or other kind of data. It can generate articles from one or more web pages. Initially, I was a bit alarmed by the permissions I was handing over with the data when using the Google Chrome plugin, but after entering an authentication key generated by ChatGPT, it was very easy to use and it connects to the AI to bring it to the forefront of your web browsing experience. It has things like web page summarization, so just by entering a URL, it can provide a nice concise summary of the content of the page, along with 3 or so thought-provoking questions. It has intelligent Q&A about the web page you're visiting, and it can also do things like customized tone. So if you ask it to reply as Steve Jobs, WebPilot will respond in that style. It also has language preferences. If you start the conversation with bonjour, it will continue in French. They provide some nice recommended prompts, the developers, which are welcome, and you can add your own, even though I didn't try to do this. As you can see by my asking it to summarize the headlines from The Guardian, even with the generic starter show me around, it did a fairly good job. On 1 or 2 of the things that it summarized, it did appear to be missing context, as when it said the rate drops to 8.7%, but didn't mention inflation. So I had to go ahead and click on that article. I also had some trouble getting WebPilot to summarize academic articles, even when I had the PDF open as a web page. Maybe I was doing something wrong. I also tried selecting all the text on the article and going that way to summarize it, but still no dice. Next up is Link Reader, which reads all kinds of links like web pages, PDFs, images, PowerPoint and Word files, you name it. Again, you don't have to open certain kind of links and it will tell you what it's about. The primary function, again, is to summarize information in any form that suits your needs. However, the way you use it will depend on your own goals. For example, you could use this plugin to transform a science paper into something for social media. So an obvious benefit for productivity there It's flexible and adaptable, and it suits a wide range of applications. You could use it as a web scraper as well for company information like descriptions, client testimonials, posted job data, which can be quite time consuming to bring together. Then next up, we have Wolfram, which is strictly more for the mathematicians and scientists, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention it for the mathematically and scientifically challenged among us, me included there.
Some real world information baked in. All right, so it knows some things. It knows that there's 2,000 pounds in a ton.
It permits users to tap into advanced computations, mathematics, and real-world data to solve and visualize a wide array of tasks. And this works directly with ChatGPT. Next up is WordTune, another plugin. Their summaries appear on the right-hand side of academic articles that you might open, and you can also open it in a full window as well, which I really like. The summaries are no nonsense and for the most part accurate. The side-by-side window in the full window display allows you to see where it has taken highlighted parts of the text and how it has synthesized and summarized it by bringing it all together. I would like to see more use of attribution using quotes, since currently it seems to be lifting whole chunks of quotes, which I have to go back to and read over before putting them into the quote marks or speech marks. That being said, I think it's quite a level up for productivity when compared with the slow work of summarizing papers that I had to do before. So I quite like WordTune the best, but there are others that you might find for your own purposes better. WordTune at the time of this video is currently $10 a month for its service, although you do get 3 papers summarized for free if you want to put it through its paces first. So thank you for joining me. I hope that you'll find some use from all of these, and I'd love to know how you're using these, things that you're finding difficult, things that you like, and I'll see you in the next video.